I'm also going to play some music today because I think that's just help us get into this sense of flow, and sacral chakra is also connected to dance and movement. We'll take a few moments seated before we begin. Interlace your fingers and bring the hands underneath your sacral chakra, palms facing up. Thumbs are just gently touching each other, as if you're kind of holding this space physically in your hands. Today's class will be longer because we're doing a full Vinyasa flow. So it'll be 60 minutes instead of the 48 minutes that I seem to average normally. But if you need to go about your day before then you will be able to kind of leave as we're warming down, although I hope you can stay. Today is the full moon in Scorpio, and I didn't plan it when I decided that we'd think about the sacral chakra this week, but the energetic properties of the two are similar in lots and lots of ways. Scorpios also strongly related to sexuality. It's to do with fears, but rather than being afraid, facing fears, moving through fears. Obviously the sacral chakra is the seat of fear in our energetic body. So those two things can work really well together. And the full moon generally is a time to start to let go, and the energy starts to release as the moon starts to wane again. So with that in mind, thinking about things that we want to let go of as we move into this next moon cycle. So as we sit here just at the beginning of the class, I want you to see if you can think of 3 things that you're afraid of. Maybe through us working on this energetic property this week, you've been a bit more aware of things that you may experience fear in relation to. Maybe you haven't, but just see if there's 3 things now that you can think about that you are afraid of. And I don't really mean like snakes or like spiders, but what are you truly afraid of? What fears could you face? And without having to attach too strongly to those thoughts, or if you couldn't even think of 3, it doesn't matter. Just let that go now as we begin our practice today. Release the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms meet. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhaling fully. Exhale fully. Inhale for arm. Open your eyes. Hi, Emma. And move the cushions to the side if you have it. We're going to begin standing today. So come to the front of your mat and come into Tadasana. So mountain pose. Feet can be together or apart, a hip distance apart, whichever is more comfortable. But ground down through all 4 corners of the feet. So let your feet fully make contact with the mat. And through that, feel the energy coming up from the floor, up through the soles of your feet and up through your legs. Feeling your legs start to strengthen as you're aware of that grounding sensation moving up through the legs. Your thighs gently move towards each other. And then as the energy moves up, you want to think about your tailbone sliding down and you lifting up from your pelvis. Keeping the tailbone tucked as the chest lifts. Bring the arms out either side of your body, palms facing forward. Close your eyes and just take a moment into Tadasana, strong pose, ready for the practice today, feeling ready for whatever is going to come your way, facing into your fears. Open your eyes. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Bend the elbow so that your right hand comes to your right shoulder. And then bring the left hand to the right elbow. Open the right shoulder up. And then reach the left arm forward. Look at your left fingertips and follow them as they come up and behind you, and then start to turn the left arm the other way and bring that left hand onto your sacrum, and maybe you stay here, or maybe the hands start to move towards each other, taking the bind. Opening through the chest, pulling the shoulder blades towards each other, and then bring the right hand onto your left hip, left hand onto your right hip, so your arms are crossed over you. Relax the shoulders down, pull the shoulder blades down your back. Reach the left arm up, bend the elbow. Lift the right arm, push the left elbow towards your right shoulder, opening the shoulder here. And then reach the right arm in front of you, look at the fingers, follow the right hand as it comes behind you, turn the hand around and bring the back of your right hand onto your sacrum. And then maybe the hands can come towards each other, finding the bind. Release the left hand onto the right hip. Release the right hand onto the left hip. Pull the shoulders down. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Release the hands, bend the knees, drop the head. You can bring in a sway of the hips here if that feels good. And then bring the hands together behind your back, clasp the fingers, pull the arms away from you and up over towards your head. Release the arms. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Step one leg back. Step the other leg back and chaturanga. Inhale, open. Exhale, down dog. Holding here for 5 breaths, either static or moving your legs, whatever feels good here. Listening to your body, letting yourself settle into the pose. Inhale, reach the right arm up, right leg, sorry. Bend the knee and open the hip. Release the right leg down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the knee and open the hip. Release the left leg down. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe take hold of the ankles or the toes. Lengthen through the spine and exhale, fold forward. Bend the elbows. Feel the backs of your knees opening, lifting your sit bones high. Inhale, look up, release the hands, bring the arms behind you, swing, come up, and we're going to do some shaking. So you want to just start to feel a shake coming into your body. Feeling that energy moving through your body. Move up and down the mat. Enjoying moving freely. You can dance, or you can just think about shaking, feeling a sense of joy and silliness. And start to shake your way back to the top of the mat. Start to slow the body back down. Feeling that grounding back to the earth. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold forward. You can step or jump back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your left foot halfway up the mat. Pivot onto the outside edge of your right foot. Walk your right arm out a little and turn the elbow out. Come into Vashisthasana with your left leg supporting you. So still lift up the hips, opening through the chest, engaging the core. And then bring your left arm in line with your ear and really bring that ear up, the shoulder up towards your ear. And then start to open the armpit. Bend the left elbow and bring the arm gently backwards, looking at the arm as you go. So opening the left side chest. And then maybe you can lift the left knee and step it behind you, coming into Wild Thing this way. Whoa, I'm stepping on my mala. And come back down. Lift the left leg up and step the left foot between your hands. So lunge legs, but fingertips still on the floor. Inhale to look up and Exhale, straighten the left leg. Push down with the left big toe, push back with the left hip. Right heel is lifted. Extend through the spine and maybe fold forward. But if it's too much to fold, keep extending through the spine. Inhale, look up, bend the left knee, and step back to downward facing dog. I'm going to turn just so you can see me, but stay where you are. Inhale to lift the right leg up, and then step the right foot halfway up the mat, toes pointing away from you. Walk the left hand slightly forward, left elbow towards the front of the mat. And lift the right arm up, Vashisthasana on this side. So letting that support of your right foot help you lift the energy upwards. So lifting your chest, lifting the hips. Bring the right arm in line with your ear. Pull the shoulder up towards the ear, open the armpit, and then bend the elbow back, looking over your shoulder. Right chest opening. And then see, push into your left hand, your left foot. Can you come onto the toes of the right foot? Can you lift that knee up? Can you step it back? Flipping into wild thing. Beautiful. Pull yourself back round into downward facing dog. The right foot steps through into lunge. Take a moment here, pushing down with the right big toe, pushing back out of the left heel. Inhale, look up. Exhale, extend the right leg. Push the right hip back. This is a lovely stretch if you run. You might feel very intense, that's totally normal. Keep the knee bent if it's too much. Lengthen through the spine. Keep pushing the right hip back. Fold forward if that feels comfortable. Inhale, look up. Bend the knee, hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Look between the hands and let's do a handstand practice. So don't have to come into handstand at all, everyone can do it. Step your left foot so it's nearly halfway between your hands and your feet. Look between your hands, push into the hands so you open the shoulders, and you're just gonna kick the right leg up on an exhale. So inhale, prepare, exhale, kick. Let's do 3 of those. And come back downward facing dog. Look between the hands, bend the knees, step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Swing the arms back, bend into the knees, rise up, Utkatasana chair pose. So sink the hips low, keep a lift in the chest. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart center, close your eyes. Inhale, reach the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump. Chaturanga. Up dog. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Tuck your chin down. Pull the shoulders back, and then you can start to open the chin. Push the hips forward. Push back. Downward facing dog. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Step the left foot halfway forward, toes facing out. Prepare for Vasisthasana, side plank. And of course this time if you want to come into a full side plank, then do. And then everyone see if you can start to lift that left knee in line with your hip. And then step it back, flipping into wild thing. So lifting the hips high. You can adjust your feet. Maybe the feet feel better being in one line. Maybe it's better to have one foot, the left foot bent and the right straight. Open your shoulders, open your hips. And come back down. Left leg lifts back up. Step the left foot through. Inhale, look up. And sink the hips downwards. Let's take a few breaths here. Really, let's not rush this preparation. Seeing where you feel the stretch, where you can send your breath. Gently lift the head, lift the chest, and then extend the left leg. Push the left hip back, and maybe you want to lift the left toes, and maybe fall forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend the left knee. Push into the left big toe, push back with the right heel. Preparing to rise up into high lunge. I need to turn, so ignore me. And in high lunge, bend the left elbow. Either push that elbow with your right hand or bring it behind you, take the bind. Release the arms, bring them up, and then turn the hands out, drop the right heel down, warrior two. Nice big wide stance, as wide as the legs can be, whilst keeping the back outer edge of your foot down. The outer edge of your back foot down. Long back leg. Bring your hands onto your bum and tuck your tailbone down. You don't want to be sticking the butt out. It's coming under you. And open the arms out, warrior two. Hold for 5 breaths, looking out over your left middle finger. Beautiful. Extend the left leg. Maybe walk the legs in a tiny bit. Reach the left arm forward. Reach, 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 reach as far as you can. Then bring the hand down into Trikonasana. Opening through the chest, open through the hip. Push down with the feet. See how much more energy you can bring into your legs, strengthening the legs. Look down at your left foot. Bring your right hand onto your sacrum. And you're going to bend the left knee as you walk the left fingertips forward. Point the right toe, drag it in. Push down onto your left fingertips. Start to lift the right leg into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So you can look at the floor or look up, using your core to find balance. And maybe extend the right arm. Taking Ardha Dhanurasana, if half bow is in your practice. Beautiful. And we're going to step back so gracefully. With all the grace of the full moon, bend your left knee, step the right leg back, and then circle the right arm down past your left leg and up. Then turn both toes out. Sink down. Reach the arms either side of you. Goddess pose. Reach the arms up into prayer. Sink into your hips. Tucking that tailbone. Beautiful. See if you can really feel this goddess energy that we're harnessing. Energy moving up from your sacral chakra and out through the crown of your head. Beautiful. Sink low. Extend the legs. Turn the toes in. Lengthen. And then fold forward. Hands in line with your shoulders. See how wide you want the legs today. Feet are parallel. Push into the outer edges of your feet. Look up. Walk your hands in line with your feet. Elbows bend. Start to drop the head down towards the floor. Inhale, look up, walk the hands forward, walk the hands back to the front of your mat, and step back downward facing dog. Take child's pose here if you want to catch your breath, otherwise stay in downward dog. Preparing for the next side. Let's meet back in downward facing dog. Step the right foot halfway up, toes point out, turning onto your left side of your outer left side of your foot, and come to Vashisthasana, your variation. Can you lift that right knee up towards the ceiling? And then step it back, coming into Wild Thing from here. And then using the strength of your core to turn your body back around. Right leg extends. Step the right foot through. Push into your right big toe, push back with the left heel. Inhale, look up. Exhale, extend the right leg. maybe fold forward, maybe lift the toes. Inhale, look up, bend the right knee, finding your stability, ready to rise up into high lunge. Bend the right elbow and maybe take the bind or use your left hand. Not entirely convinced that's the right side, so if it's not, then switch. Just do whichever side feels like it needs more work. Reach the arms up, sink into your hips, and open out. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So, right knee above the right ankle, push down with the outer left foot, tuck the tailbone, energy pulling up from your sacrum. Open the arms out, look over your right middle finger. Extend the right leg, reach the right arm forward, reach, drop it down, Trikonasana. Gracefully bring the left arm down. Bend the right knee, walk the right fingertips forward, sorry, left hand on your sacrum. And then bend into the right knee as you lift the back leg to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Keep thinking about opening through the chest, through the hips, maybe you can extend, yes, nice, Chloe. Beautiful, stay here, use your breath, and then bend the right knee as you so gracefully step the left leg back, reach the left arm up, preparing for goddess, so find the stance that's right for you. Ooh, hands on your hips. Toes pointing out, and start to bend knees. Nice. If you want to come up onto the toes, that's an option. Maybe lift the arms. Make this pose work for you. Beautiful, guys. Let's hold for 5 more breaths. If you're shaking, that is fine. Extend the legs, turn the feet, reach out through your fingertips, and then fold forward. Drop the hands, lift. Extend through the spine. Let your feet move further apart if that feels good for you. Walk the hands back. And then start to look up. Walk the hands forward. heel toe the feet in. Inhale, rise up. Heel toe the feet all the way back to the center of the mat. Lift the right knee. Take the right knee over the left leg. Wrapping it around. Bring your arms down in front of you. And bring the left arm under the right. Wrapping the arms together. Coming into Garudasana, eagle pose. Sinking down into the hips. Opening the shoulders. Using your focus and your breath. Sink that little bit lower. Maybe you can even drop the elbows to the knee. Drop your head. Come up. And let the arms open. Hug the right knee into your chest. And release. Bring the left knee up, bring that around the right leg, arms in front of you, left arm under the right, pull the arms away from you, eagle pose. Push down with your right big toe for stability, engage the core, find a drishti. And release. Lift the left knee, pull it into your chest. Release, come back to the front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway lift. Jump back. Step the right foot forward. Let's do that handstand practice on the other side. So on your exhale, kick the left leg. Nice. Back to downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, Vashisthasana. Step the left leg back. Wild thing. Bring it back around. Left leg lifts up. Step it through. Inhale, look up. Exhale, push back. Inhale, rise up. Open warrior two. Extend the leg. Triangle, fold, open here, look down, walk your hands forward, Ardha Chandrasana. And step back, lift up, sink down into goddess pose. Come up, toes in, fold forward. Drop the head. Ooh. Inhale, come up. Walk the hands forward. Step back. Step the right foot forward. Come into Vashisthasana. Last flow here, lift the right knee, open into wild thing. Come back around, step the right foot through, inhale, look up, exhale, extend the right leg, fold forward. Bend the right knee, inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. extend the left leg, right leg, sorry. Trikonasana. Open up. Look down, walk the hands forward, come into Ardha Chandrasana. Drop down and come into Goddess pose. This is the pose we've been working on all week. This is the last time we're going to come into it this week, so let yourself be gentle with it. What is your version of this pose? The point where you can feel that you're working, you can feel the energy, but you're not desperately waiting to come out of it. Find the ease within your pose, your goddess. Beautiful. And then let the legs come up. Turn the toes in. Reach the arms forward, drop them down. Lift to extend through the spine. And this time take your hands onto your ankles and let your head drop. Inhale, look up, extend through the spine, walk the hands towards the front of your mat, step back, downward dog, last downward dog today. Drop the knees down as wide as the mat. Feet together, push your hips back to your heels, come into Balasana, Child's Pose. Feel the energy moving through your body. Inhale, look up, walk your hands back. Keep walking the hands back, fingertips pointing towards you, shoulders back, lift the chest gently, gently. Come up and let your sit bones sit between your heels. So bum between both heels. You may want to sit up and maybe you can turn your calves slightly out. Coming into Virasana. And you want your knees to be coming towards each other. You can sit on a block or a cushion if it's uncomfortable. And then, if it's painful here, then just bring your legs straight forward. Otherwise, start to walk your hands back. Maybe you can come down onto your elbows. And maybe you can drop all the way down. Put one hand on your sacral chakra, one hand on your heart. If you're uncomfortable at all, then just come with your knees either bent upwards like this, or extend the legs out. You want to be able to just connect with the energy in your body rather than having to worry about being uncomfortable. And with your hand on your sacral chakra, see if you can connect to those 3 fears that you thought about at the beginning of the class. Or if you didn't think of any, maybe you can feel something now. And maybe you can't even put that into words. But maybe you can still feel a sense of fear. Recognize what you feel and let it go. Know that you can move past fear. Just be with whatever you feel. Release your hands and you can maybe bring them to your ankles or elbows to the floor to help yourself pull back up. If you had your legs extended in front of you, keep them out, and we'll all meet with our legs extended out. Make sure you're sitting firmly onto your sit bones. And lengthen through the muscles in the legs. Point the toes up, flex the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold forward. And you can bring a cushion here, bring something to either rest your belly on, your chest on, or maybe your head. Coming into a gentle forward fold. With every inhale, I want you to think let. Every exhale, go. Let. Go. Let go. Let go. Inhale, look up. Release the hands, bend the knees in towards you. Reach the arms up and exhale. Bring your arms around your legs. Give yourself a big, big, big hug. Feel yourself held. Feel yourself supported. Feel yourself loved. Tell yourself that you love yourself. Give yourself one last squeeze. And then start to release. Extend the legs out. Reach the arms forward and round the spine to come down into our last pose, Shavasana. Bring your hands onto your heart, one hand on your heart, one hand on your sacral chakra. Let your body fall into the floor. Let yourself connect with 3 things that you absolutely love about yourself. Three things that give you a sense of overwhelming pride and joy in yourself. Things that you want to let shine out of you so that they permeate all of the energy around you, so that the people around you can experience these things that you love so much about yourself. Start to bring movement into your toes. Bring the legs together. Reach the arms up. Give yourself a big stretch. Feeling a sense of lightness and joy coming into your body. Another big stretch. Welcome this radiant light. And release. Bend one knee. Roll over onto your other side. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. So make sure you're comfortable. Gently push yourself up to Shakti. As if you push yourself up to seated. Your eyes closed. We're going to have 2 minutes just in seated meditation at the end of the class. So bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Let yourself be with whatever you experience here. reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. One full inhale. Exhale. Inhale for arms. Thank you so much for joining practice today, sharing your energy. Hariam Tatsa. So, hope you find time to look at the moon, and if you felt like you did connect with anything that you're afraid of, then today could be a nice moment to recognize that, maybe write it down and literally let go of it with the full moon tonight. Set fire to it, get rid of it somehow, as well as calling more things into your life that you love about yourself, whether that's writing that down, whatever way is meaningful to you, moving forward with love and care for ourselves. Thank you so much. Happy full moon.
Thank you, Libby.